So today's topic is, are you ready for retirement? And there's no right or wrong, answers to any of these questions, but I think it's definitely something to consider before you move abroad, if that's your plan.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher.
The first item on here is going to be credit card balances. Do you have credit card balances? If you do, it's definitely best to get those paid off before you head on your journey. Let's say, for instance, if you have 4 credit cards, and the best way to do this is to pay off the lowest, the least amount owed credit card, pay that off first. So take the lowest amount and start making payments on that and pay it off. And then once you have that credit card paid off, it's going to free up that amount of money to put towards your next credit card that you start working on. And let's say that first credit card, maybe you only pay $50 a month toward it. Once that's paid off, then you're gonna have that additional money to put down on the second credit card and get that paid off. So you start at the lowest credit card, and then you work your way up to the highest and get those paid off. Now, don't continue to charge, but you need to just stop charging and get the credit cards paid off. That's the best way to do it. The second item on the list would be car payments. So, if you're planning on making the move, for me, it doesn't make sense. If you're really serious about it and going to move somewhere such as the Philippines or Thailand, wherever you're moving to, it doesn't make a lot of sense to continue to have a car payment, or actually to have a car, back home, whether it be the UK or the US, wherever it is, to keep to hang on to that car, because the car is depreciating in value. It's just my opinion. If you're really serious about making the move, then maybe start getting rid of a few things, if you're sure you're gonna do it. Now, if you have doubts about it, then I wouldn't do that. But you don't want to have car payments when you're retiring, so try to get that car paid off before you make the move, because once you move abroad, if you need to have an income of some type, well, you don't want to be struggling, so it's just best to have everything paid off. That includes a car. And then, once you do move out of the, let's say the US, you don't really need to have a car. The public transportation outside of the US is, everywhere I've gone, it's been much better. You can get around by bus, you can get around by taxi, you can use Grab, which is kind of like Lyft or Uber. You can use any one of those alternate transportations. You won't have a car payment, you won't have a gasoline bill, and you won't have to deal with insurance. So it's a really big savings, but definitely get that car paid off, before you retire, before you leave, and try not to, wherever you're going to, if it's in the Philippines, For instance, a lot of people are in the habit of having a car payment their whole life. And, just try to do without that for several months and see how you like it. It'll save you a lot of money. And for me, it's kind of nice, taking taxis and stuff. Traffic can be a lot heavier than what you're used to in America or the UK or wherever you're coming from. So, if you haven't been on a motorcycle for years, you probably don't want to be driving a motorcycle in Southeast Asia. At least I don't. And a lot of people say, "Oh, it's great," and everybody's different. So if you love that, then more power to you. But if you get in an accident, that could change all of your plans pretty quick. If you have really high medical bills or something from it. So for me, it's not worth the risk. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is, having a mortgage. If you can, and I really think it's a great idea to get that mortgage paid off. If you can. If you have if you own a home, and let's say you're in, UK, US, Australia, wherever it is. If you have a positive cash flow on that property, well, then you don't need to get it paid off. It'll give you more income. If you if you need to, then pay off that mortgage. And then if you have the money to do that, it's a good idea. It's a good idea to not have any bills if that's possible. But, maybe you're somebody that owns, 10, 20 properties or something. Well, then as long as you've got a positive cash flow on those properties, that's fantastic. It's a good way to make money. So that would be the next item. The other thing, speaking about mortgages, is that don't, if you're somebody that's younger, age doesn't really matter, but it's good to purchase a home in your earlier years, when you're in your 20s and 30s, I guess, or 40s. But if you can do it when you're in your 20s or 30s, then you'll have that property paid off by the time you get ready to retire. So you won't have to worry, about rent anymore. So that's it's important. A lot of people put it off until they're older, and it just puts them in a worse position. So my advice, and I don't like to give advice, but the earlier you do that, the better. And obviously, if you purchase a home, make sure you're purchasing at a time when the prices are getting ready to go up or are starting to head upward. You don't want to buy a house when prices are starting to drop, because it's hard to recoup that money. So again, I'm not giving financial advice of any type. I'm just giving you my opinion on this stuff. So the next item on this list is having a budget and sticking to it. Man, I can't say enough how important this is. You need to, it doesn't matter if you're making $2,000 a month or $20,000 a month. You need to, you need to budget your money, and you always need to be saving a little bit, whether it's $200 or $1,000 or, whatever the amount is. You need to be able to save. don't live within your means. You know, don't be, you know, if you see something that you want, don't have the attitude, well, I deserve that. You know, I'm going to go buy that new car, or I'm going to go buy that new watch. You know, if you can't pay cash for something, then you can't afford it. Somebody told me that a long time ago, and I believe that. You know, I mean, it's just common sense. You don't want to get into revolving credit debt. It's really hard to get out of. You know, so if you can avoid that from, you know, day one, you'll be doing yourself a huge favor. You know, so it's okay to have, you know, it's even good to have like one credit card maybe that you use every month and you pay it off every month. You know, the advantage to that is that, you know, you're not going to be paying interest on it. And also if there's any kind of fraudulent activity, you know, or anything like that, you know, you will be able to get that money back. You know, I highly advise against using debit cards. You know, yeah, you don't want to do that. You know, make sure you are using a credit card if you're, you know, when you're purchasing gas or something like that, because again, the fraud, you know, you're covered, through most companies anyway, if somebody somehow taps into, you know, the account. Yeah, so always use a credit card, not a debit card. But yeah, so live within your means. You know, get your credit cards paid off. If you have a car payment, get that paid off. Try to get everything paid off before you try to go to another country and live. You know, it'll just make things easier on you. So anyway, these are my tips. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. You know, please like and subscribe if you would, and have a good day or evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, and it's just begun, as she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night.